One of the greatest gifts you could ever give yourself is permission to believe that everything works out better than you could imagine. You energetically attracted this video because you're moving into stronger awareness that your love, your inspiration, faith, creativity, and your devotion to your purpose is having a quantum ripple effect. If you just discovered my YouTube channel, welcome to Divine Magic Art, where creative minds unite and channel their divine magic to create art. My name is Melody. I'm a fashion designer, digital artist, painter, musician, creative writer. Most of you know that I design all of the fashion you see me modeling on divinemagicart.com, and right now I'm using my light projector to put my artwork up on the wall. I also love talking about all kinds of spiritual concepts and quantum theories, so let's dive into another divine discussion. Everything that you've been seeking, the guidance, the clarity, the next right step, is not somewhere far out in the world. Remember that the clarity is already inside you and it expresses itself through your intuition. In the realm of quantum physics, we now understand that consciousness doesn't just observe reality, it creates it. The observer effect proves that particles exist in a state of infinite possibility until they are observed. In other words, reality is not fixed, rather it changes in response to your focus, intention, combined with elevated emotion, and your electromagnetic field, which is always communicating an energetic signature with the quantum field. You manifested a reminder that everything in your life is unfolding better than you can imagine, which is not what you have planned. And the only reason for stress is because the brain resists anything that isn't planned, familiar, or anticipated. In other words, the ego mind is challenged by the unknown, and the unknown is the space where you have the potential to become anyone and manifest everything that you never planned, but is everything that you were always meant to align with. The life of greatest fulfillment that you've been envisioning is not just wishful thinking, it's quantum resonance, and you can feel that you're meant to align with that timeline, which is why you've been intuitively making moves and decisions with that vision in mind. Every elevated emotion you feel, such as gratitude, love, joy, it communicates coherent electromagnetic signals with the quantum field. These signals have a quantum ripple effect in the collective consciousness, and they're aligning with similar frequencies via law of attraction. You energetically attracted this video because you're magnetizing opportunities that lead you closer into alignment with your greatest potential. And this is not just poetry, this is quantum resonance. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza's research, when you enter a state of heart-brain coherence, you shift into alignment with creativity, which is essentially the divine intelligence of the universe. You leave the state of survival and step into creator mode, where you collapse timelines and quantum jump into the timeline where your most fulfilling life is already real. Also remember that your creative spark can inspire collective movement, which is a concept that I elaborate on in this video. Your courage begins as a personal journey, but collective movements are the echo that travels farther. Your courage creates a quantum ripple effect, and I'd like to amplify your courage by reading to you something from my sketchbook. Courage originates as a single heartbeat, trembling, uncertain, but determined. It begins when one soul decides to express truth, to choose light over concealing it. At first, it feels minuscule, like a whisper against the wind. But courage is energy, and energy has no end. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, which is a concept conveyed by the first law of thermodynamics. There is a ripple effect that travels, illuminates, and awakens. One act of bravery becomes collective inspiration to rise. One truth spoken becomes 1,000 voices finding their strength. The personal elevation becomes collective, the whisper becomes an echo, and that echo becomes a movement. Every revolution, every wave of change, every healing ripple in humanity always begins with one source daring to channel love in the adversity of fear. Courage is contagious because it reminds us of who we already are. It shows us that we are never truly alone. We are the same current of consciousness flowing through different hearts, remembering its power. So, when you move with courage, the universe moves through you. You are the source of the echo, and that echo will travel farther than you can imagine. Quantum physics tells us that everything exists inside a unified field of energy we refer to as the quantum field. Every thought, every feeling, every intention communicates an energetic signature to that field. Nothing stays isolated. We're connected to everything, attached to nothing. When you choose courage over fear, your energy signature changes. Your nervous system emits a more coherent electromagnetic field. Your brainwaves and heart rhythms become harmonious coherence that interacts with the quantum field, and your elevated state creates an impact you can't see. Dr. David Hawkins theorized that one person living at a high state of consciousness can counterbalance thousands in lower states, and the Maharishi effect demonstrates that groups meditating together can immeasurably reduce crime, violence, and social unrest in cities. Courage doesn't just inspire, it literally changes the frequency of collective consciousness. What begins as your personal act of bravery creates a ripple effect in the unified field, and the resonance is felt. One decision made with integrity and bravery becomes a quantum ripple, like an energetic wave traveling through consciousness itself. The movement can begin as an individual shift, but the movement evolves into collective momentum. The echo becomes a more evolved force. Your courage is not just for you, it's for everyone and everything connected to you through collective consciousness and the quantum field. When you elevate your vibrational frequency, you support the whole planet. I'm aware that many who are listening right now think all of this just sounds poetic, so I'll be sharing the research discoveries and facts about the Maharishi effect. You are a vital thread in the quantum fabric of the universe, and your inner transformation touches lives of people you may never meet in the 3D. Your intuition is always presenting portals to different timelines, so listen to the wisdom within and trust that your visions are meant for you to bring to fruition. When you do, the universe reflects and responds to your energy through quantum resonance. If you resonate with this, I think you're meant to hear this poem from my sketchbook that I designed. All of my sketchbooks, notebooks, and all of my artwork is on divinemagicart.com. Your soul is the oracle. Curiosity echoes the truth which is already within you. Beloved Creator, the answers you seek have always awaited your awareness. Your story begins in the silence before the page embraces the pen. Quantum science reveals a secret once spoken in sacred temples. You are not separate from the divine intelligence that creates everything. Imagination rearranges potentiality. Your unique signature ripples into the unseen, as an energetic love letter sent to the universe from the universe. The response to this love letter is always your reflection. Your current creativity is shifting frequencies of rooms you've never visited. Your inspiration becomes collective transformation. In the quantum realm, everything exists as potential, but it is your vision that collapses possibility into physical reality. Foresight shapes the formless into success, while your love is channeled into creativity that becomes collective medicine. So, what if you trusted that dreams are not merely desires but divine assignments? Your calling is encoded in your soul and encourages you to reimagine what is true. Fall in love with the timeline that is simultaneously your greatest adventure and your favorite home. Allow all aspects of the Creator to have faith in the face of doubt. Do you still believe in the beauty of uncertainty? Beloved Creator, you are not just here to survive. You are here to fall courageously in love with life. Awakening your inner child requires encouragement of the part of you that believes before evidence is received in the 3D. The little kid who still believes in magic is most qualified to guide you into the space of invitation to become anyone. Remember that your inner child will always be your teacher and your student. As quantum physics suggests, in every moment, infinite versions of you exist, but the version perceived as real is the one you decide to feel entirely. Is your current version resisting this cosmic immersion? The most transformative moments transition into your greatest timeline. You'll know you're aligned when you find yourself falling in love with the process. Fall in love with the sacred rhythm of remembering your fate as your creativity evolves in divine choreography. If no one has told you yet today, I'm proud of you. Let this be your sign that your future will be your favorite love story, and let this be the chapter where you fall back in love with all aspects as the artist, the alchemist, and the endless spark of creation itself. Now you understand love is an open invitation with no expiration. Now you recognize your freedom inspires liberation for others to release resistance. I would love to know how this resonates with you and any ideas that you have. You are already manifesting your greatest life, and as another way of affirming your blessings, you can comment, "I embrace my greatest timeline." Thank you for being here, and I don't just mean watching my channel, Divine Magic Art, I mean thank you for being here on Earth. Our existence on Earth is a miracle, and if you're interested to know the 10 scientific facts that prove you're a miracle, be sure to watch this video next and subscribe to stay tuned. I have a full playlist here, and until we meet again, remember that your life is full of divine magic.